Hi friends, come check out one of my new expansions compatible with Settlers of Catan. This water tribble kit. Water tribble is my adorable name for Marimo, which are algae ball friends that grow in nature. But I actually grow them in a fish tank in my room. And I make all sorts of great things with them. Long story short, water tribbles are life and they're your friend. Please play with them. And also play with games like Catan that are hex-based. All right, I'm going to show you everything in this kit and you're going to love it. And I'm already so happy for you that you get to be exposed to this brilliant idea that I've been cooking up for about 3 years and I'm finally doing. Okay, step one, awesome hex. Marimo grow in chilly lakes, often volcanic soil. It's kind of awesome. We've got healing points, which are also water tribbles. These are interchangeable with healing points from any of my other expansions. Got green pom-poms and little tiny bingo chips with tribbles drawn on them. They are so cute. I'm putting things here as I go. We have, pardon, we have a hand-painted six-sided die, and we have something kind of like a Metropolis token. Marimo Matsuri is the name in Japanese for Marimo Festival. It's pretty straightforward. Big party that the Ainu people host on the island of Hokkaido. They're the only people allowed to take water tribbles out of the water or disturb the environment. You don't get to touch these in nature unless you're in the Ainu indigenous people group. And really, it's certain people who get to do it in the group. So don't touch it all. Don't mess with the environment. Just get yours from reputable dealers like me. So we're leading up to Marimo Matsuri. On the way, you are gaining more tribbles, but watch out. Disreputable dealers out there have grown tribbles that are exposed to horribly invasive zebra mussels. So you earn 2 harm points if you roll zebra mussel. More happens too. Check that out. I'm going to show you more. If you accidentally ever have a contaminated set of water tribbles that have zebra mussel exposure, even if you're not sure, you either, I mean, what the Fish and Wildlife Department says to do in the US is different than in other countries. Like they're totally outlawed in Canada. But let's say you have them here. They're highly invasive. They mess with everywhere for billions of dollars a year. You lose all of your tribbles. You have to boil or bleach and destroy them and not put them in the water system. You bury them in the ground. Bad. In the game, you also lose half of your cards, kind of like getting robbed by a thief, and you take 2 harm points, which are these gorgeous little skull tokens. Sometimes I use actual like 3D skull tokens too. Harm points happen when you have something bad for the environment or bad for people or just ethically awful. It's kind of like going to the dark side of the force, as opposed to healing points, which are a step toward the light side of the force. So if you were to gain 2 harm points and there are only, 1 or 2 left in the bag, that's okay. You just give up some of your healing points. You went closer to the dark side. I explained it all in the rules very clearly. Here's my business card, da da da. Here's another status token. Kind of like largest army or longest road. The player with the most tribbles, aka healing points, holds this card. 2 VPs. That might change hands throughout the game. No big deal. Here's something really cool. So let's say you are a lucky settler and you went for it quickly and you settle in 2 points in this hex. Someone else settles here. Everybody else is blocked out unless you buy a second hex, which of course I offer. Nobody else gets to collect water tribbles naturally. They have to trade for them. And just like in most Catan games, you can always trade anything, any resource, most commodities at a 4-to-1 ratio. You earn better ratios as you develop. So you can do it by either building on the hex, or even if you don't live on that hex, you can snake this port from the Tribble people. You can build your roads over there real sneaky and settle, which is great. So you get a 3-to-1 Tribble ratio if you have a city or if you snake the port. If you upgrade to the Metropolis token, and there's only one of them in the kit, so it's first come, first serve, you get a really coveted 2-to-1 Tribble ratio. And some of the rolls of dice are pretty generous, so you want to go for it. That could easily overpower the game normally. I did offer the port, so all 4 players have a chance. But the more goofy hexes and add-ons you use at once, the more balanced your game gets. If you find this too strong an advantage, don't play with it. If you find it too strong an advantage to have the Tribble Rancher 2VP option, don't play with it. So just like customizing the game in general, everything I make is also variable. I want you to have fun. I want you and your game night crew to enjoy everything about your water Tribble experience. I'll see you at Tribble Lake. Bye.